Hi YouTubers, at the end of my last video on the Irish blasphemy laws, I did say that I wanted to do a few other things this month on little stories that have appeared in the newspapers, etc. of a religious nature and fun nature. Before I do that, I want to quickly point out a certain video I saw. I'll put a link to it, and it does bring into perspective what happens to the victims of these boy buggering priests that I mentioned in the last video. I'm not going to ponder on it now, though there is another Irish story, of course, that's been covered quite a lot this month, and it was quite amusing, and that is the tree stump incident, where a tree stump was cut down in Limerick. And I ought to write a limerick about it, hadn't I? Anyway, it was cut down in the county of Limerick in Ireland, and the image of the Virgin Mary was there in the tree stump. Well, there you go. Anyway, I'm not going to do that story. It's just a bit of fun. Well, not to some people. But anyway, it's a bit of fun to me. And you can look that up anywhere on YouTube. So we're not going to do that. What the first story I want to go on about is this in Turkey, there's a game show on their television. And they're going to take a group of atheists. And in front of them they're going to put a Greek Orthodox priest, an imam, a rabbi and a Buddhist monk. And they've got to try and convert the atheists. Now, it's a bit like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, sort of going to get amazing prize. And what is this amazing prize? This amazing prize when they obviously convert the atheists, as they're sure to. And the prize is a trip to, a pilgrimage to Mecca, Jerusalem, Tibet, or whatever, depending on which religion they pick. Should they not pick a religion, or in fact, should they convert one of the imams or priests or monks, then they actually don't win anything. Apparently they don't get a trip either for the monk, or you don't sort of get to visit Oxford, or something, to visit the college that Richard Dawkins preached at. I say preached, spoke at. Better watch that. Somebody will pick it up. Anyway, so that's quite fun, isn't it? Can you imagine that? A nice game show. I wish they'd do that in Britain, I really do. I've got the feeling it would convert more people into atheism than it would into the various religions. I'd love to be on it, I must admit. I'd love to have a go at that. But anyway, that's just one of many fun stories this month. Church of England, the good old Anglicans, they've been up to their usual amusing selves. I actually like the Church of England. I like Anglicans. I like Anglicans because, quite honestly, they say, well, you'll go to hell and all the rest of it, as most religions do. But then they go, oh, don't worry about it if you don't. Oh, well, okay, the Bible's not 100%. And yeah, you can pick that bit out if you like. But we will ignore that piece. And they're very much like that. I think it's great, really. But what they've done this month is they said you can get married and baptise your children at the same time. It'll save you money, apparently. Save you not so much from the actual church itself, but it'll save you money on the reception afterwards. Yes, the thing is, a lot of people who get married nowadays are often in their second marriages or third marriages or whatever, but also people aren't married when they have children. So these people get married, already have children, and they've decided what a great thing it would be to put the two together. And very nice of them, really, isn't it? But it's still quite an amusing little story. And I say financially, you can save a packet. There you go. Another thing, this is a nice little story. iPhones, right, iPhones have launched a purity ring application. Purity rings, they're something I'd never heard of till about 2007, when there was a case of a girl in Britain who decided she wanted to wear this ring in church. It's got purity written on it. It's a sort of silver ring with purity written on it. Not in church. I said church, didn't I? I'm not going to do it again. She wanted to wear it in school. But it is a church-like ring. I'm a Christian, and it's got purity written on my ring, which means I'm not having sex. I'm not going to have sex with anyone. Boys might as well get lost, you know. I'm going to wait until I'm married, which is all very noble and all that, but quite honestly, you know, you could actually wait until you get married to wear the ring, and that will also show you're not getting much sex either. So that was one thing. But what they've done instead on this iPhone application form, which you have to sign, or at least verbally say that, I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, for 59p, customers can download an application that allows them to take a purity pledge and display a silver ring on their phone to prove their commitment to abstinence. Yes, abstinence. Yes, abstinence makes the church grow fondlers. That's what I always used to say. But there you go. But instead of actually it being a ring, it's one of those little tags you can put on the end of your mobile phone with purity written on it. So that's quite fun, isn't it? Apparently you can spend up to £100 on a purity ring, but for 59p, iPhone will let you have one of theirs if you make the pledge. They say they're doing their bit for underage sex and too many children about. Personally, I think they're just doing a gimmick. But there you go. I don't think it'll really catch on. What else happened this month? Well, the Pope broke his wrist, of course, when he was not skiing in the Alps. I assume it's nice in the Alps without the skiing. But most people do actually, or a lot of people, break their legs and arms and wrists when skiing in the Alps. And I don't think the Pope was doing that. I think he just fell over, to be honest. He's also been this month shouting about, bear with me, been shouting about financial world and how awful it is, and he wants to sort of control the financial world by the sounds of things, but not necessarily. He says a lot of things that are a bit hypocritical, does the old Pope. Some while back he was having a go at men for sort of cross-dressing, wearing women's clothing, or wanting to be of a different gender, and homosexuality. Well, if you've actually seen the Pope and what he wears, I mean, he supports a hat that my grandmother would be really proud of wearing, but and seems to wear dresses. Go figure. Now, but this month it's been the financial world order. Interestingly, the Vatican is one of those places there where they keep their financial details very, very secret. Don't really let you into much. And it is supposed that they have some considerable funds. So perhaps we should look at the Pope's funds before he looks at everybody else's. That's really it for now. That's all I'm going to say for today. Sorry I mumbled my way through it, but as always, I'm doing this without any notes, apart from just reminder notes, you know. Okay, peace for now, and go and check out that video I spoke about earlier. Take care.